Hi, I've got two sparkly black eyes, man. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna talk about some dreams, dude. I had some wacky ones last night. Um, uh, I, uh, so, like, where to start? Um, I had this one dream where I was like, it was like a school project thing. So this is gonna be really hard to explain because it was like, even the basics of this dream don't make any fucking sense. It was like we had to do a school project on like I want to say it's like a movie that we watched in class or something, but like I don't know where this shit begins and ends, like how to put it into words. You just had to have been there, dude. We gotta link up our brains, man, and just like know, you know? Um, so like, um, it was like, okay, there were these two guys. I think I'll start from here. There were these two guys, right? One of them was like this weird sort of vampiric guy. He was he was kind of like Vlad the Impaler or something. He was like a historical figure, but like not one that exists in real life, but in the dream he existed, you know. Um like he was like a historical figure and stuff, and like he was like kind of vampiric and spooky and stuff, and like horrible. Like he was known for doing horrible things to people. Um and like uh um and that's the thing, like I think in the dream it was also kind of like I was in a haunted house that was like themed with him, and I was like trying to like avoid him, like the actor who played him. Like I often have dreams about haunted houses and stuff, which is weird because I don't really go in them very much, like in real life, because I'm actually kind of scared of them. Like true story, I'm scared of haunted houses. I'm not like extremely easily spooked by things. Like I can enjoy a horror movie, you know, but haunted houses, they're just too real. I get spooked. I get scared. So yeah, that's just true. But anyway, I've like purposely avoided them in real life. So it's weird that I dream about them kind of often. Like not super duper often, but like it's I would say a recurring theme, one of the many recurring themes in my dreams, you know? Haha, that rhymed. Themes, dreams. Haha. Anyway, um so yeah, like uh um and then there was this other guy who was like he was kind of like a politician, I want to say, and he was just like this normal kind of dude. I mean, relative to this other dude who was like this weird goth, spooky, like probably murderer guy, you know. Um and like they were kind of like rivals, I want to say. Um and like the movie slash haunted house slash school project was all about them, and like but I don't know the details of it. Like it's all kind of a haze. I just remember, here's some details. So like the beginning of the haunted house slash movie slash school project was them being like in the Arctic, um like trying to quit their jobs. I think like they were gonna quit their jobs and just move to the Arctic, and they both had like these big fluffy parkas on, you know, like I don't know which Arctic. Or was it the Antarctic? I just mean to say like it was a cold place. Could have been the Arctic or the Antarctic. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Um by the way, do you know that like I just recently learned this. So like Arctic means that there's bears there. It's like that, I think it refers to bears, right? And then Antarctic refers to like there isn't bears there. Like that's literally what they decided to name those places. Like, yeah, this one has bears, this one doesn't. Like that's what the humans were worried about. I guess that's valid. Like bears are kind of a noteworthy thing. I mean, as far as safety goes. But look, I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm in one of those places, right, and I'm worried about safety, bears aren't gonna be the first thing on my mind. Like, it's gonna be more about the weather, I think. And getting food. Things like that, right? Survival, like, on a basic level. Like, the bears, they're like a whole nother thing, right? It's like, forget about the bears. Like, we're trying to not freeze to death or starve. Do you know what I mean? Because there's not much out there, right? There's no McDonald's. And, there's no, like, warm fireplace or, like, a heater or anything like that. So, like, I'd be a little cold one out there, right? Like, like a Homestar Runner drinking me, like, I'd be a cold one. Do you know what I'm saying? Homestar Runner fans out there, you get what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. Homestar Run. Run. Anyway. So yeah, and like also my school project that I did about these guys. Oh wait, I forgot to mention one bit. So like the end of the story of like these two people was the okay, so no, the middle part. The middle part was them like changing their mind about quitting their jobs. Whatever they were, like one of them was a politician and the other one was just professional goth. I don't know. Probably he was like a rich guy. Like he was like I should have established this before, but he was like a rich guy, probably richer than the other dude. And like he was but they were both powerful, but this guy, he was like European and he was like kind of some sort of aristocrat or like even like a king, but I don't want to say that. I don't think he was that powerful. But like he was a pretty rich and powerful dude, influential and stuff, He could like get things done that he wanted getting done. He could make demands. He had people under him, That's the thing we're talking about here. So like anyway, that was his job or whatever, and like anyway, so these two guys, they were like, what? Oh yeah, so they changed their minds about quitting their jobs, and they were like trying to do stuff, but I don't know what the adventure they went on was, but it was like this long adventure, and I don't know. And then the ending is them like changing their minds and going back to the Arctic. Like, fuck this shit. We're not gonna do it anymore. We're going back to the Arctic, man. Fuck all this shit, So that's how that ended. And anyway, I'll talk about my school project now that I made about them. So I made this project. It was like a video, like because I recently had to do in real life. I had to do that Charles Manson project. That was like one of my last assignments before I graduated. Hey guys, did I tell you I graduated? Like, I don't know if I've made that clear, but I graduated high school. Like, I'm gonna get my diploma soon. My mom's still trying to get that sorted out, because I didn't want to attend my ceremony, because, like, the cap and gown and all that, and it's gonna be boring, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna attend it. I'm just gonna, like, I liked how my hair was before, like that. It looks cool. I like that. Yeah. I'm not gonna attend the ceremony because it's boring and like cap and gown is expensive and so I just decided not to go and like everybody else is going, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna, so yeah, let's see. Anyway, so that was a tangent, sorry about that. But like, so yeah, I recently did that project on Charles Manson and I had to do a video. So it makes sense that in the dream I did a video about these two guys. And I wish I knew their names, but I don't think they were ever said in the dream. In fact, like, I wasn't really paying attention that much in the dream. So like that's why I was kind of struggling with my project, but I eventually just did it. And I remember cussing a lot in the dream and like even like making references to like sex and stuff. Like I was basically like acting the way I do on my channel, you know? Like, my real personality was showing, but, like, I was just doing all that, and then I sent the project, and then, like, later on, after I was starting to wake up, like, just flash forward to, like, later on, I was starting to wake up, and I was, like, remembering that I did that video, and I was still half asleep, so I didn't know that it was a dream, right? So I was like, oh, fuck. I really fucked up that project, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I cussed and talked about, like, boners and stuff in the fucking project. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble, you know? So that was funny. That was really funny. Very dream thing to happen. Very dream moment. Let's see. There's this other one I had. Oh yeah, I remember. Just yeah, that was good. I just woke up, you know. Anyway, so I had a dream. These really do look like black eyes. Like, they're so shiny. Like, black eyes are shiny, you know? And they're just, like, blue and, like, pink. People describe, they describe, like, black eyes as being, like, black and blue, and they can be that way, but they can also be kind of reddish and bluish. Like, these just look like a bunch of, I look like I got beat up. It's really crazy. But yeah, I'm just weird, dude. I just do weird things with my makeup. I'm just weird. You know this. You know me. Anyway, so, fuck, so, yeah, I had this dream that I was, like, watching TV or something, and, like, there was, an advertisement for like, a commercial, you know, for, like, this movie, about the Ramones, but it only had, like, two of them. It had Joey, and it had, like, one other one, but I forget what the other one was. It wasn't Johnny, so it must have been, like, Dee Dee, or fucking, like, Tommy, or fucking, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of Ramones. There's too many. Too many Ramones, dude. No, you can't have that. There's no such thing as too many Ramones. But maybe there is. Maybe there is. I don't know. I don't know. I just think Joey and Johnny are pretty important, and Dee Dee's important, and the rest of them, I don't care. Those are the Ramones that I remember the most. Those three. Because their personalities just seem the most, like, understandable to me. Like, I just get them. Like, I get their vibes, you know? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna explain that, though, because I don't wanna, like, reveal my interpretations of them and then have people be like, you don't get them at all. You don't get them at all. You're so stupid. Fake fan. Let's see. Anyway, so there's this advertisement for the Ramones, and, like, but, like, the tone of the, like, they were showing scenes from the movie, like they would in real life, you know, and, like, it was weird because, like, they were young, right? They weren't old, and yet it was like the vibes were like sort of early 2000s kind of film, I guess. I don't know how to describe what I mean, but, like, early 2000s film with that kind of energy to it, like, kind of, like, just, it felt more modern than it should have been, because they were, like, 70s people, right? Like, we're talking young Ramones. They were young in the 1970s and the 60s and all that, you know, and I guess the 80s. So, like, those periods, that was when they were, like, young adults, you know. Maybe not the 60s. Maybe they were still teenagers then. But you get what I mean, right? Like, and yet, like, yeah, it was, like, so weird. The timelines just didn't make sense. But they were, like, running around. I think I remember one of the scenes was them, like, running around a water park, or, like, running by a pool. Like, I just remember water, and I think there were slides and stuff. Yeah, I think it was like a water park. And there was a pool there, because that's what happens when you're at a water park. There's pools, you know. It's like not just slides and things. There's pools too, just regular pools. And, you know, they'll have like tide pools and shit. I've been to water parks before. I know what's up, man. It's not my first rodeo, you know. You think this is a fucking game? Do you think this is a fucking game, dude? It's not. This is real fucking life. I ate you. You've been eaten. Yeah, so, yeah, and I was just, seeing the advertisement, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, Ramones movie that I don't know about? I just thought there was Rock and Roll High School. I didn't know that there was this. Ramones movie. But there's only 2 Ramones in it? What happened to all the other ones? What's going on? And I was just so intrigued. And now I've woken up and I know that it was all a lie. Okay, I think that's all that I want to talk about. You know, like, yeah. I'll catch you on the flip side, Daddy-O. Bye.